Welcome to our channel Learning Math. In this video, we're going to learn about decimals and fractions, how to write decimal numbers as an expanded form according to powers of 10 and 1 over 10, and the contrary, how to write the expanded form as a decimal number. To understand well, we should know something. As an example, we have 3 over 10. 3, isn't it 3.0? Over means divided. So we move the point one digit to the left. Then it will be 0.3. Note something. 3 over 10, isn't it 3 tenths? Where did 3 come? It's the first digit after the point. So when we have tenth, tenth is the first digit after the point. Another example, 7 over 10 to the power 2, which is also 7 over 100. The power of 10 is equal to the number of zeros. It's the same. 7, isn't it 7.0? We have over means divided by. We move the point to the left. How many digits? 2 digits according to the power of 10 or according to the number of zeros. Then it will be 0.07. Well, if you know something, isn't 7 in the second digit after the point? How to read it? We read it 7 hundredths. Something else. Over 10. Here is the first digit after the point. 10 1 zeros or 10 to the power 1. We have the first digit after the point. Here is over 10 to the power 2. It became in the second digit after the point. So, according to the power of 10, we note where is the position of this digit after the point. Now let's have an example together. If we want to write 257.035 in the expanded form according to the powers of 10 or 1 over 10. First of all, we deal with the number that is in the integral part preceding the point before it. We have here 257. How to write it? If you know something, we have 200, 2 digits after 2. 1 or 200, so it's 2 times 100, we write it 2 times 10 to the power 2, since we have 2 digits after 2. This is in the integral part before the point. Well, what about 5? After 5, we have only 1 digit, so we write it 5 times 10 to the power 1. What about 7? Are we having any digits after the 7? No, so it's 7 times 10 to the power 0. We deal in the integral part in this way. What about the decimal part, which is after the point? We have 0 is in the first digit after the point. We can write it 0 over 10, or we can miss this step since 0 doesn't affect in plus. Let's start by 3. We have 3 is in the second digit after the point. When we see zeros, we miss them. Now we start by 3. Second digit after the point, we can write it 3 over 10 to the power 2. Now what about 5? Isn't it in the third digit after the point? So we can write it as 5 over 10 to the power 3. Well, if we want to write all of them as an expanded form according to power of 10, not 10 and 1 over 10, how to do it? The first 3 are exactly as expanded form for power of 10. Now what about the rest? 3 over 10 to the power 2. We can write it also as 3 times 10 to the power minus 2. If we move it to the numerator, we reverse the sign of the power. Now what about this one? It's also 5 over 10 power 3 is the same as 5 times 10 to the power minus 3. Well, now let's learn together the contrary. If we have an expanded form according to powers of 10 and 1 over 10, how to write it as a decimal number? We have 7 times 10 to the power 4. Well, what does it mean times 10 to the power 4? It means we have 4 digits after 7. Well, here 3 times 10 to the power 2. So we can say that we have 2 digits after 3. 1, 2. Now we can put 3. What about here 5 times 10 to the power 0? We have no digits after 5. So 5 is exactly in the ones digit. Now we move to powers of 1 over 10. Here we have a point. Directly we put it since we start by the decimal part. 3 over 10 to the power 2 plus 5 over 10 to the power 3. We start by the largest power, which is 3. To note that we have 3 digits in the decimal part. Now let's start filling it. Here 3 over 10 to the power 2, so it's in the second digit after the point. So we count after the point 1, 2, here we put this 3. What about 5? 5 over 10 to the power 3. So 5 is in the third digit after the point. We count after the point 1, 2, 3. Here we can put 5. Now we just fill the empty spaces by zeros. As you see, what's the answer right now? It's 70,305.035. We can solve this one in another way. How to do it? We have 7 times 10 to the power 4. We can write it as 7 and 4 zeros. So it's 70,000. Plus 3 times 10 power 2. So it will have 2 zeros. So it's plus 300. What? Now it's plus 5 times 10 power 0. 10 power 0, the power of 10 represents the number of zeros. It's 0, so we have no zeros after 5. So it's plus 5. Well, if you note something, we're going to start by the decimal part. But to add them, we should keep in mind that if we have no point here, they are all point zeros. Now let's start. Plus 3 over 10 to the power 2. So 3 is in the second digit after the point. It will be 0.03. Now what about 5 over 10 power 3? Third digit after the point. So it's 0.005. Now we just add them to get it. 70,305.035 is the same as the previous one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.